So this is our populated board. I built some Y adapters to connect up the channels to, as you can see here, I've got this label for tank, frame, bags, key locations on the bike that you'd want to have those LED flames going on. The frame is going to be a bit sticky, but that's a different story. But as you can see, we've got our switches in, our power circuits, test points, all of that, our microcontroller, dip switches, potentiometers, and our input. Now our input currently is tied to my little DIY bench power supply. Thank you, D-Rock. So I can activate the power supply. See, we've got power to the microcontroller. There's the first one, and then after so many seconds, the second, and then following that, the third. So it's a propagating pattern. And then, of course, our dip switches allow us to change the color of the flame pattern. Although this is the one I'm going to be using because this is the inspiration for the HellCycle mod in general. And then, we'll reset that. Again, 1, 2, 3. This is trimmable. That delay between channel 1, channel 2 is trimmable on one of these potentiometers. You can also change the frames per second of the render to make it render faster, and then you can change like the length of the flame and how much of the like, I guess you call it sparking of the flame via those same potentiometers. So yeah, all in all, it's pretty customizable, and I'm digging it. Works well. And it seems to be running fairly well. I think our peak current draw is somewhere around 1 amp or so, depending on the colors. Yeah. And that's, running the microcontroller in all 3 channels. So, all in all, not bad. So, version 2, like I said, will have a breakout of the additional logic. Evil. Because I can't have enough LEDs. Where's my HellCycle board? That's a schematic. And that's the version 2 board. So as you can see, we've got a breakout for additional logic as well as everything else. I've made some tweaks to the ground plane, and I think we're adequate here. Funny thing, when I got that circuit, the version 1 built, the ground planes were so massive that it just would not allow the solder to flow, so I had to tweak that because that was just horrible. Shot myself in the foot there. But all in all, HellCycle version 1 is just about done and almost ready to be installed on the motorcycle. Gotta do some rewiring and whatnot and pull the old one. And then version 2 of the board is about ready to be sent to fab. And once we have that, version 3 will probably just be a shrink And version 4 will likely use the ESP32 rather than an Arduino. I've got some test ESP32s here so that I can set that up. So eventually the HellCycle solution will have wireless phone connectivity. So you can make, rather than have all these potentiometers, you can make those tweaks via the phone. Although I think the pots will still be there, so it has a startup. I don't know, I have to work all of that out. But regardless, HellCycle's getting really close to being done.